Well, good morning, brothers and sisters. We have sun today. Of course, the sun's always out there. It's just covered by or blocked with a blanket, otherwise known as clouds. But we have sun today, and it's shining through, but it's still pretty chilly outside. It's pretty chilly. But that's all right. I think it'll warm up. So what's rambling around Ray's head today? Oh, let's see. How about the measure of love? What? Yeah, how do you measure love? Now, we know what unconditional love is. At least some of us have a vague idea what that means. Well, let me give you an example of an unconditional love. Now, I could take my little schnauzer dog, and then I could take my wife, and I could throw them both in the back of the trunk of a car, drive around for a couple hours, pull over, open up that trunk. Who do you think's going to be happy to see me? Now, they both were persecuted, okay? They both were abused. Who do you think is going to be wagging his little stubby shillelagh and happy to see me? The schnauzer. Who's going to rip into me like the thunder gods? My wife. Does that mean that she has conditions to her love, whereas my little dog doesn't? Of course, I like my little dog. My wife can say to me, you know what, you got to sleep sometime. And that scares me. So even my love for her has conditions, which means don't throw her in the trunk and drive around for a couple hours. That just would not be a good thing. That's not profitable to me, and wouldn't be good. So, the measure of love. Okay, girls. If your dad, let's just say your dad, now your dad has love for you unconditionally. You believe that. All right, generally speaking. All right, your dad has unconditional love for you. Go away, bird. You got wings, fly. Stop running. All right. And your dad gives you a flower. Okay? So your dad gives you a flower. Now that's a measure of his love to you, right? Okay. That's nice. Thank you, Dad. And then your dad gives you a bouquet of flowers. Well, is that a more measurement of your dad's love for you? Absolutely. It's a physical representation of his love for you. Now, generally speaking, your father or your dad has unconditional love for you, but he's showing particular attention and love for you, giving you a flower or giving you a bouquet of flowers. All right? Now, let's take that measurement a little further. What about your dad giving you keys to a brand new car, all bought and paid for? Okay? That's definitely a measurement of his love for you, right? Absolutely. Deed to a house. Your dad gives you a deed to a house, all bought and paid for, free and clear. Absolutely a weighted valuation of your dad's love for you. You see where I'm going? Your dad has unconditional love for you. That's the general premise. He loves you without condition. But he shows particular love for you in these valued gifts that he's given you. Now, the Father also works that way. The Father has unconditional love for you and me. It's unconditional love. Okay? But there are those who have been bestowed special blessings. Take Lazarus, for example. The Father resurrected him from death after 4 days. That's quite a bit of love, wouldn't you think? I mean, think of that measurement. But here's another thing. The one prized, treasured possession that the Father has is his only begotten Son. His only Son. And he has unconditional love for all of us. But his love is love. God the Father is love. He is the source of love. That's where it begins. That's where it stems from. God is love. All right? Okay. But he has a Son who shares all the inheritance, all the power and glory is given to him. His love is through his Son. And because he knows we're a fallen humanity, he loves us so much that he allowed his Son and gave his Son to come down here, incarnate, be born and lived as a man, so that we can be saved. He gave his only Son to go through this life down here, be persecuted, killed, and shed his blood so that we could be saved, so that we had the opportunity to be with the Father. That's love. That is immeasurable love. So do you see the connection here? Do you see how it works? Do you see how love, unmeasured, was given to us through giving his most precious, treasured possession, his Son, to die for you and me, so that we can be a part of his family. We can live in eternity with him. That's love. There is no thing that has ever occurred that would equal or even come close to matching that kind of love. And we take it for granted. We just take it for granted. It's like, yeah, whatever. That's just what the book says. That's just stories. Fool. No, it's not. People don't know what love is for the most part. Our love is definitely there with strings attached. There's conditions. Unlike my little schnauzer trapped in a trunk for 2 hours, he's happy to see me. Okay? He knows he went through abuse. He knows, why would my human throw me in this box? But he was happy to see me. The Father's happy to see you too. And he's giving you every opportunity to be with him, to be in his family. And we squander it. We squander it so much. He knows we fall. He knows we're sinners. We're born into it. But we know what he did for us. That love, unmeasured. We know what he did for us. And that's what I want to convey to you this morning. The measurement of love. You can't put a measuring stick against the Father's love for us. How many of you are willing to give up your most prized possession freely out of love? I don't think there's a single one of you that would do that. Everything would have a condition. That's sad, but the Father's not expecting you to do that. He's already done it for us. He's already given us the most precious, treasured possession, his Son. So, consider it. Consider love. Consider the source of love. Consider who is love. And that's the Father. The Father is love. All right, well, I'm tootling around. I'm not going to belabor this point. I think you get the gist. And all right, guys, don't throw your wives and dog in the trunk to test this theory. It's not going to be good for you. And just remember that you too can express your love to other folks through a kind word, through helping someone out, help a widow, help an orphan, help the poor. Do what you can. Do that out of love, not with conditions. Don't look for accolades of, oh, look how wonderful you are and all that garbage. No one cares, okay? You can't take that with you. Do it from your heart. Do it with love. You'll find that is so rewarding alone in your heart. All right. You guys have a blessed day.